Welcome back everyone to the Tamiya TT-02 build. This episode we're on step 6. So this episode is assembling both the diffs. So all the parts needed for one of them is on one of these trees. That's your small spider gears inside that will go on this cross member and your 2 side bevel gears. You also need one main diff gear and the diff cup. That's just to show you all the parts needed. I've got them trimmed here already off the second one. You also need for each diff 4 of these 2x8 screws. And this is where I bring out my other favourite method of building these days, which is putting the grease on some plastic and then using a brush to apply it for these sort of steps. So the first bit I like to do on this is get the cup side, and there is a space for that larger bevel gear to go in there, one of these ones. What I'll do a coating of grease around where that bevel gear will sit, just so there's some grease in behind there, and it can't, because when you've only got grease in there it can be hard to get in behind there. I don't know if that'll really show up that well, but there is grease all over that plastic. If not, you can put grease on the back of the gear here, and wherever that sits in, that'll do it. And just drop it in, which of course is going to go upside down. The gear will sit in there. And that black on black makes it really easy to see. If I turn the light on the phone, it'll use the battery up very quickly, so I have to try and avoid that. Next is the same story with this cross member. So just put a bit of grease on 2 of them. I do first. Then when those gears go on, they'll actually, A, it'll give them some lubrication, and B, it'll help hold them on there so they don't just fall straight back off. And okay, so now they're all on. You have the 4 gaps on each side. That should, there we go. Once you get it straight, we'll just drop in there. This is then when I get a bit more grease on those gears. So don't have to use the paintbrush method. You can just get your grease tube, just stick it in there, squirt a bit around, because it'll spread itself around once the diff starts moving. Now, same on the other side, because there's already grease on there. You can just basically sit that on there, and the gears will hold it in place. A little bit of movement by holding that gear, make sure everything rotates, and watch this come off. So yeah, leave it there. Once again, I'll put grease on the back here, where that gear will go, so it's got some grease in behind there. And there's the 4 bits of plastic sticking out. They go where the cross is. You can see the gaps there in the plastic. That's that. We're going to get our small screwdriver. Those 4 holes should have lined up if you've done everything correctly. I'm not doing it all the way down, just doing it so it's mostly in so that it can't come apart. Just like on a car wheel. Try and do it across from each other so things go in nice and equal. And now they're all in. Gently tighten each one down until they stop. And there is one diff done. Now that's all closed up, one thing I do like to do is get one of the out drives that'll go into the diff when it's finished. Just put it in there. Just make sure you can turn it around. It means that everything's working like it should do. But if that doesn't turn freely, you know that something's not right in here. But it's very hard to make these go wrong. They're a pretty reliable unit. So I'll get the other one together off camera. And so it's the exact same thing for the other one. And that'll be it for step 6. Get 2 of these built, and then next episode, step 7, we'll start putting them in the car. So remember to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video.